This won't let me see my lives. That's depressing. Oh well. Let's start music. Do that one. This would be so great if I could play this music without getting copyright striked. Hi, Mimo. So I decided because I could not find my two-face coin, that if the poll was a tie between what I was going to do. Hey guys, what's up, Dustin? So the poll ended up being a tie between doing a Gamera cover and a Soundwave cover, and I couldn't find my two-face coin. So I'm gonna roll a die, and I don't have a die, so I'm gonna roll a virtual die that you will not be able to see. But odd number, it's gonna be a D20. At odd number, we're gonna do the Gamera. Even number, we're gonna do the Soundwave. So here we go. It is 12, so that's an even number. So we're gonna do Soundwave. Let me bag this guy back up. The Guardians cover had a little bit of like along the staple, it looked like it had gotten snagged on something. It had some what do you call it? A little bit of pull, like the staple hole was really big, and it also had some creasing along it. So let's look up some Soundwave. All right. Grab my Soundwave action figure. So I'm planning on doing like a half body, so like here up, because I love the tape deck, even though the tape deck doesn't really make sense now, because I mean, I guess people are bringing tape decks back. What are you crying about? But I kind of want to do like original recipe sound scream or Soundwave, but just do them in my style. So let's see what we got here. That's not a very big image. Is that a better image? Okay, that looks like it's going to be a good image. Yeah, there was a poll posted on the regular page. Oh, it was just in the feed on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. From now on, when I post polls and stuff like that for YouTube content, it's going to be on the YouTube page, just because it's going to be easier that way for me. You know, just to keep track of stuff, because then people vote on like Insta and stuff like that. So I don't know why the music is skipping, because my computer's been acting crazy lately. All right. So we're going to do this. God, the second time it's frozen today. Yeah, close that freaking window. Like, jeez. I have like 4 tabs open, and my computer is like slowed down to nothing, and I haven't added anything to it. This is extremely annoying. And now it's like freezing again. Like, that's friggin' annoying. Okay. We'll worry about that. Jesus. My internet go? Like, what's going on here? All right, may have to restart my hard boot my computer again. Sorry, guys. Like, what the heck is going on? Oh, that's why. Okay. Well, it would be nice if I could just. This is crazy. I don't know why my computer doesn't want me to be able to listen to stuff. Anyways. Jesus, I'm going to have to hard boot this thing again. This is so obnoxious. Second time I'm having to hard boot it today. Let me get my tablet so I can actually listen to music while I'm doing this, because otherwise I'm going to drive myself crazy. I got my tablet like over a year ago. Did I get it at the end of 2023? Why does that sound right? That's weird. All right. Turn it back on. Okay. I want to make them look more sinister. All right. And that was supposed to be a speaker, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. right, so then I'm gonna look up, is it Ravage? Laserbeak. Okay. Ah, anybody doing anything fun this week? Transformers don't really have much of in the way of necks. Nice. I've been playing catch up on. I've got like it's not quite a short box, but I've got a part of a short box. Um, oh my God, it's Cody Rhodes. Um, um, I've been slacking on keeping up in um, my monthly pulls, and so like you can't keep doing this. If you are paying for this stuff, you either read it or you stop getting it. And so I played catch up with respect to um, Exquisite Corpses and what was the other one? And damn it, it's so funny. Um, Exquisite Corpses and oh my God, I can't remember the other one. I had like and Hyde Park, Hyde Street, Hyde Street. Um, both horror type books. And part of me is like, I'm really happy I waited so that I had all these issues to read. But then part of me was really mad at myself because I'm like, these are really, really good and you should be keeping up on them. Um, but yeah, if you're into horror, I would recommend Hyde Street is really good, and I would recommend Exquisite Park or Exquisite Corpses and Sick Tick. Something is killing the children. So that's got to be my favorite book out right now. Exquisite Corpses is really good, written by the same guy. Children. See, when you say Children of the Atom, though, there was like a 6-issue miniseries where they did Children of the Atom, and it was like the origin of the X-Men, and it was with this really beautiful like painted style. And so whenever somebody says Children of the Atom, that's what I think of. But I know there was the big freaking arc for Children of the Atom. So I know that's not necessarily it because it was only 6 issues, but I really, really liked it. In fact, I'll be honest, I don't remember if I read the whole thing, but I really, really dug the artwork and like the retelling in a more semi-modern setting. Like it wasn't, the 1960s or whatever. So we're going to raise that up. Eraser. Okay, Exquisite Corpses. Something is killing the children. And Hyde Street. Hyde is Hyde, like Mr. Hyde. So if you like kind of like monster stories, monster hunters, monster killers type stories, um, with kind of like a conspiracy bent to it, you might like Something is Killing the Children, especially if you um, like legit anti-heroes, right? Like um, characters that aren't supposed to be idealized. Like Erica Slaughter is uh, Nightwing used to be my guy. Nightwing was my boy, and now Erica Slaughter is my favorite character. Um, and James Tynion writes Exquisite Corpses as well. Um, and then Hyde Street or Exquisite. So Exquisite Corpses is a kind of like there are like 13 families that basically run everything, and every few years they get together to have like this knockdown drag out battle royale where they each select their own warrior, and that warrior like fights on their behalf, and whoever's left standing warrior, their matador, as you will, their killer, whoever is left standing is grants uh, the rule for that family for the next like 5 years, and then they meet in another 5 years. And so this time around, because this is the first time you're reading the story or anything, is they pick like a small town on Halloween, and it's pretty. Hyde Street is about like these souls that are like kind of trapped in purgatory. Like Hyde Street is kind of like purgatory, and they've been determined that they have to do the bidding of the scorekeeper, and the scorekeeper requires them um, to deliver 10,000 souls to him, and then he will give them back their lives. So there's like a weird novelty ad exec from like the 60s who created like those ads in the back of comic books that like sold sea monkeys and x-ray specs and stuff like that. There's a little like Boy Scout. There's a woman who was a like jazzercise fitness influencer kind of thing back in the day in the 80s, and she ended up killing somebody. There's like a golden age Hollywood actor who um, killed somebody that he thought was going to take his spot. Um, but he refuses to play the game. Like he won't claim any souls or claim any people for the gamekeeper. Um, and the artwork is amazing. It's Ivan Reis and Danny Miki and Jeff Johns doing the writing. And it's from the Ghost Machine imprint of Image Comics. Um, Something is Killing the Children is from Boom Studios, and but it's through Tiny Onion, and Exquisite Corpses is through Tiny Onion, but it's with Image as well. I think that'll work. They're fun. Like with Something Is Killing the Children, you're going to want to pick up the trades because it's 40 something issues in. But Tynion announced at San Diego Comic-Con that Boom approved them for at least 100 issues. I was actually kind of hoping that their Soundwave would win the poll, or if I had to do the tiebreaker, that he would win the coin flip kind of thing. Because I don't draw robots. And I thought this would be good to like push my, push my skills a little bit. And actually, today is my mom's birthday. I went over to the house and visited her yesterday because this past weekend I finally printed up pictures of Servo and printed up some pictures of Grayson and Foley from when they were Calendar Boys for Bookman's back in 2021. In fact, 5 years ago, almost exactly, they were announced, and all the calendars came out to be in print. So the challenge was, or at least through Bookman's, you had to take your dog or cat to one of the Bookman's locations, and at that point I think there was 3 here in Tucson, and photograph them in Bookman's, and then the winners would get featured in the calendar and get a professional photo shoot and everything. And then you would also get a calendar, and all the dogs had like call times. It was like super professional, and they had a little like fancy like photo set up in the back, but then they took each of the dogs out into the store and photographed them like in a different area. And so we started with the photographs in the back, and Grayson and Foley were doing really well. And I was just like, should we put their costumes on? And the photographer was like, what do you mean costumes? And so we pulled out their superhero costumes, and the photographer was like, oh my God, we have to take them out to the comic book section. So their picture that was used in the calendar was actually them in that section, but like in front of like the like the tabletop RPGs Um, and then each of the dogs got a little gift bag. Um, and I'm just really, really glad I did that because I got to showcase both Grayson and Foley to the community. And when they got selected, I was just like, well, regular presents this year. Everybody's getting calendars. um, and each calendar that you purchased like went to uh, contribute money towards the dog ones. I think all the money went to like Pack or Friends of Pack or something like that. So even then, like all of it was for a good cause. It's kind of cleaning off my part of my desk today and found a pack of 4 of these pens. It's actually a 5 pack, but one of them I must have just used up and like dried out. And I have no idea how old these things are, right? And the remaining ones were still good. It was kind of nice, you know. Last couple of weeks have been kind of rough. Um, I mean, I'm hoping everybody is doing well, but they've been kind of rough for me. Um, had a little of a mental health crisis um, 2 weeks ago. Um, and it was um, kind of scary because I haven't felt that way in a really, really long time. Um, and I made a video a couple months back about like just feeling lonely and stuff, but um, not quite that bad. So that was that was unexpected, but I had some friends that I was able to turn to who I know, experienced some mental health issues, and my folks who I'm really glad I can be open and upfront with. Um, I didn't tell them right away, but like when it happened, like I just made sure to get home and um, do a workout. So I just like helped with the anxiety and boost things a little bit with depression. And the hell song is this? Oh, okay. I'm going to switch over to the pens or the brush pens because I kind of want to see how I do with these on more. I mean, you'd think robots, you want them to be more exacting and stuff like that. What the hell is that noise? Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to go look out the window. I keep hearing noises coming from out front of my house. All right. I guess it's nothing. Could just be wind or stuff getting blown around or whatever. Pretty happy with how this sound wave is turning out so far. Does he have? I thought he had stripes. Oh, they're on the outside. Okay. And I thought instead of doing watercolor on this one, I would do, you know, what do you call it? marker because of how like bright and vibrant the transformers were, but I don't know. Maybe we'll do um, maybe I will do watercolors. Car I had before, the one I have now, had a Decepticons logo on the back window. figure Soundwave is also a pretty safe bet at being like a crowd favorite. So as long as I don't screw them up too badly. Hey Dustin, if I don't know if you heard or not, but I was watching the Dutch Mantel. Hey Kaylee, um, but I was watching Dutch's podcast or a snippet from it, and they were reacting to Soraya saying that like she essentially got um, like inappropriately touched at like a wrestling event or a wrestle signing appearance or something like that. And I'm just like, dude, I don't understand people like, and she was saying like this isn't the first time, right? Like I just can't imagine like, being in that environment. And not that she has to put up with it, but like she said that like security didn't do jack shit. Like afterwards she said that they were like, oh, we can like escort him out and kick him out of the convention. And she's like, where the hell were you a half hour ago when this was happening? Like I shouldn't have to be the one filing these reports. Like people have gotten like way too comfortable with being like just POSs, man. Like, you know, I don't claim to be an angel, and I know I've done, my fair share of damage and stuff like that, but like, hopefully I've learned from it. And not because like I got in trouble or anything, but because like just realized, like, it's a scummy thing to do. So, like I said, like when I um, have been doing like the photo ops and stuff like that with people recently, because I don't really do that often, but like since I did that this year, especially for like the Chucky stuff, I always made sure, like, hey, can I put my arm around you? Is that okay? Um, and I mean, like, nobody had a problem with it because like the actors even like just grabbed me around the waist or whatever, and um, I mean, it's totally cool. I had like no issues or anything, but I always just try to be respectful because like I know how like how quickly that can go like completely south, for somebody. Not that it's happened like in a big manner, but like I've also had and it was somebody I knew who like made me feel super uncomfortable and like did the whole weird creeping hand thing. Yeah, like, and I mean, like I didn't set like a strict limit with that person and like tell them to knock it the hell off or anything, but um I basically was just like, yeah, let me call you a cab so you can go home. Because I think it was just like New Year's or something, and we were just hanging out, and they just started acting all creepy and shit. And I mean, if I can do that at age like 20 or 21, like I can hopefully sure as hell do that at age 47. Like, yeah, I gotta say, man, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Like, I didn't know what I was like gonna do with this piece, but it is kind of about as good as I could hope it would be, you know? You doing, buddy? You gotta go outside? I'll be right back, guys. Gonna let the dog outside. Buddy, you gotta go potty? Come on. He's so funny. Like he's started to the point where like if you don't watch him go all the way outside, he will stop and like wait for you to make sure that he's going all the way out. He's such a goofy dog. But yeah, those three books would be my hardcore recommendations if you're into like you're interested in comics, or you're wanting to read something that's kind of off the beaten path or horror based or macabre. Um, they're all pretty violent too, like so gory and um, I almost don't even want to like color this and just, you know what, it might be good to just add some like um um like just some what do you call it, some tones to it. That just got like a little too, I don't know, it looks weird to me. That's what we'll do. We'll have like actual gaps in it. So it might be actually kind of nice to do um like kind of um just like some color pops. When you guys see the like the finished product for Welcome to Pleasant Falls, man, it's gonna like some of the last couple pages I've been working on are like super bloody, or they've got a like a panel here or there that's like super bloody, and I feel like I'm doing a really good job capturing it. So I'm really excited to like have people see it once it once it is ready. And I've also got some potentially, I don't want to reveal anything, really big news involving the book for chapter 2. It's also one of the reasons why I'm not working on it today during the live stream, just because I um, somebody mentioned that they purposely don't watch my lives or stuff like that, my work on the book, because they are wanting to, when the book comes out, when chapter 2 comes out, they want to like see it all at once. Like they don't want to have anything spoiled for them or anything like that. And I was just like, you know what? That's actually kind of cool. Like I really like that. So I may not do any more lives uh, with respect to doing like the work on the book. on my lives, and may not release any more of the um, like time lapses or full videos and stuff like that until after the book comes out. Because I didn't really think about that. Like that might also be a good thing if I did like a Patreon or which was never super successful when I tried one before. So, but I didn't and still don't have like a huge following. So, you usually do that if you have a decent following that you're going to have at least a couple, a few dozen or so people backing you on a monthly basis, you know. But then you've also got to remember to like have content specifically for them or something special for them. And I kind of suck doing stuff like that. Like I almost never updated my Patreon. But I think in some respects, like some people just do it because they really, really want to. It's not even for like the extra stuff. They just like, oh, I really like the work that you're doing and the content that you're doing, and I want you to be able to do it more. So like when I started getting more earnestly into like YouTube, I started doing like action figure reviews, and I think it was after like one of the first few, somebody was just like, "Hey, can you review the Mortal Kombat 11 Scorpion?" And I was just like, "Well, let me see what I can do." But then that meant I had to go out and find that figure and pay like 30 something dollars for it. So, like, so now I don't really like do requests in that manner. Like if I buy a figure or I buy a comic or something, I'll like break it down and I'll do a review, but you all done? All right, buddy. Hold on a second. We'll close the back door. You're okay. You almost ate all your food. I just gave you biscuits. You can have some more. Come this way. Eat the biscuits. There you go. Yeah, so that might be what I do. I think I might do some, let me do some fill right here. Okay. Oh, look at that. I got a thing of water right here. Oh, wait, let's close that before we get this organized. All right. It's like this reprint is like, it's got like the freaking newsprint. That's fucking awesome. Ugh. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. I think that's going to be all of it. Yeah. What happened to the other one? There we go. And next week, we're going to be doing, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a King Ghidorah. The heck? There we go. All right. Out of control. It's like really well done on some of these down here, like thinking that they're like pieces of like imperfections like that, when it turns out that they're actually pieces that I've drawn on there. All right. Let's get some of that. Get some of that. He's got, does he have yellow eyes or red eyes? No, he's got red eyes. All right. So some of that. Okay. He's got some blue. All right. So we're talking evil, right? So the way I do it is you put some heat on him because you want him to come across as hot, right? Like warm colors. And if you're not familiar with color theory, which even though I went to college for art and design, some of these things were not explicitly taught to us, although I'm sure they were, and I just either didn't pay attention or, something. So, color theory is the idea that certain colors, make other colors look certain ways. So, by putting the orange colors on there, you are making you're going to make those blues more effective, and you're going to make um, the blues are going to be, like I said, more effective. They're going to be um, they're going to come out looking different than if you just painted it like a solid blue. Fuck that up. But it's also going to have blue on it, so it'll be okay. Gonna do. Let's see what this purple looks like. Yeah. Dang it. God dang it. All right. Well, we're going to have to fix that. Fix it in post. Okay. See if we can paint that. All right. Okay. Almost as good as new. Ugh, just making it worse. That's the wrong one. There we go. Thanks, Ben. I think I have season one, or like season one, volume one on DVD. I might have to rewatch this. I have the entire G.I. Joe run on DVD, plus the G.I. Joe, the movie, not the live action. Um, and actually, I did pick up Retaliation at like a yard sale for like 50 cents. I'm like, you know, it's not a very good movie, but, you know, whatever. Um, I've got the entire He Man run on DVD. Got that as a box set like 2 years ago, I think. And I have all of BTAS is all on um, Blu-ray. Bought the Blu-ray box set. I bought like as flawed as the Bay movies were, I will give him credit, man. The first two were good. The third one, not so much, but the first two were decent. I'm not gonna front and pretend like, oh, I hated them or whatever. No, like I went to go see them with my girlfriend, and I remember I popped when Optimus Prime showed up for the first time. Like, not even transform and speaking with Peter Cullen's voice. Like, I'm talking the highway scene where you just see him barely duck into truck mode. Like, I was just like, fuck yes. Um, the Mark Wahlberg movies are terrible, but that's because Mark Wahlberg is a horrible actor and probably a bad human being. Um, and they just weren't very good. Like whether or not that was his fault, like really, you didn't like Mutant Mayhem? I liked Mutant Mayhem. My issue with Mutant Mayhem is that they had too many damn celebrities doing voices. They hardly had any voice actors in that movie. I didn't mind like okay, Um, you know, um, I mean, but then again, like even the what do you call it? The TMNT, the one that came out in like the early or in the 2000s. Um, that one had a bunch of celebrities in it. It had like Sarah Michelle Gellar and Chris Evans and Mako and who else? Friggin' Jean Luc Picard, whatever the hell his name is. Patrick Stewart. I thought I thought it was okay. Mutant Mayhem. I really liked it. Just my issue was with the voice acting that they did way too many celebs and not enough actual voice actors. Although I love the kids who did the voices, I thought they were great. I didn't have a problem with April being younger, although like in the Nickelodeon cartoon, like I really didn't like the fact that they were doing it, but for the movie, like I didn't mind it. Dude, it's funny that you say you like the Michael Bay. You were okay with the Michael Bay Transformers or the TMNT, even though it wasn't your favorite, because like fucking nobody likes those. Oh, diehard Turtles fans don't like those. And I'll be honest, man, like I'm not a diehard Turtles guy. Like I wasn't like I was just like, oh, that's cool that we got Eastman here, but I've met him a bunch of times. He's nice. He's cool. I got artwork from him, like some sketches and stuff. Like, but I wasn't fixing to like, oh, I gotta, get him to autograph this or whatever. Like, that's fine. I didn't really mind it. The designs. Um, One thing I really did love about that movie was the fact that What's Up from Four Non Blondes was in it, and they're one of my favorite bands of all time. And I mean, they've only ever put out one album, one studio album, but they will be performing on rock, New Year's Rockin' Eve, which I'm super excited for. I'll probably end up like watching it on YouTube just to see them perform. And supposedly, according to Linda Perry's Instagram page, they are going to put out another album. It's only been, what, 91, 92, like 30 something goddamn years. Like, I used to listen to that album like nonstop. It was one of the earliest CDs I ever owned. Um, and I actually would still have it if whoever it was didn't hadn't broken into my car and stolen my binder of CDs that I had to then replace. Um, oh, you know what? That'll be cool, right? But the thing is like it's so funny that um I don't know what was up with Megan Fox, like what her specific relationship with Michael Bay is, but like she has called him out for some stuff, like the fact that he when he did, I forget if it was the first or the second Bad Boys movie, there's like a scene where there are these girls like dancing at like a resort, and they're dancing like under a waterfall. Like it's almost like a music video sequence. I don't remember it because it's been so long since I've seen it. Um, but he cast her to be one of the girls dancing under the waterfall, and she was like 15. And then um, just some of the other weird stuff that he did during like the Transformers run, um, but then she had like some severe issues with him with some other stuff, like saying he was a horrible director and he would like push the actors and stuff like that. Um, oh no, I didn't take it as that, but like, yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. Like, I was definitely not a fan of the turtles design in the Bay Turtles movies. Like, I really was not. Like, they tried to make them a little too human. Um, like with all the clothes and stuff like that. Like it was just really strange to me. Like their faces were really creepy. Um, but like a lot of people, there were a lot of people who jumped on the I hate Megan Fox bandwagon, and I didn't mind her as April O'Neil. Like, but I've also like gone back and like watched stuff that I didn't necessarily care for before, and I'm just like, it's all right. It's not. I mean, it's not Oscar worthy or anything, but like, it'll do. You know. Oh, that's still wet, so it's pulling a little bit. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. um, I don't know, man. Like when I was a little kid, I thought she was hot watching the cartoon. I mean, I know she wasn't derived that way, right? Like that's not. But I mean, even as a kid, I was just like that jumpsuit fits really well. But she also wasn't supposed to be a reporter. They did that for the cartoon. Like she was like a lab assistant or something like that in the original comic. It's funny, a lot of collectors and stuff who are my tell them that you don't like the turtles, like the turtles aren't your thing. They get they get super upset and offended. And I'm just like, I never read the turtles books. Like the original Mirage books and stuff like that until like really recently, like the last couple of years. And I'm like, they're not that good. Like, you know, I don't think they would have aged well, is like my point. But this actually isn't warping too. No, I get it. And that's the thing, man. I don't think they really did that with her in that movie, right? Like I think Megan Fox was fine for that role. I don't think she was necessarily bad. Um even in the like, oh, she's like the it girl and she's the hot it girl, like, you know. I don't think it came off across that way other than knowing that Megan Fox, was, especially at that point, like, um that being said, like a lot of things nowadays, movies and stuff, properties that I like they're finally going to start working on the Sick Tick TV show and the animated feature and stuff like that. And live action movie. And I hope they pick, um, I hope they cast somebody like who's not really well known, you know, to play, um, Erica Slaughter. I think it would be really beneficial if it was an unknown. All right. That is a wave. I think he turned out pretty well, other than my mess up right here, and I don't think it's that bad. I almost wish I had left him black and white, but maybe that's for the next one that I do. We'll see. Experimental, right? As you can see, it's a newsprint, which I freaking love. But we'll leave him out. Keep that on there so it doesn't blend or bleed. Yeah. So I think that'll do it for tonight. I'm going to cut it a little bit short. But next Wednesday, I will be same time, 6:30, 5:30 Pacific. And the gut that's like a speaker or something like that, but that's in the original design, it's blue. um But oh God, what was I going to say? Yeah, I'll be here 6:30 next week, 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Arizona time, and we're going to do a. I'm going to do a Ghidorah, but I'm going to do like a large scale Ghidorah piece. So hope you will join me, and probably go like even longer for that, just because I don't have to be up the next day for work or anything like that. And maybe I'll get like a prelim sketch done, like an underlay sketch. But I kind of want to just like do a like a large scale type thing. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I always appreciate it, and we'll see you next week. And I need to get my top 10 pickups for the year edited and put out. I'm planning on doing it maybe the end of next, having it out the end of next week, so the day after Christmas. Night.